Wow. Isn't this incredible? Wow. Whoa. Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Preston Pimentel, and I'm here with.
Brandon Delacruz.
And this is a podcast. This is a brand new podcast. This is the first episode. We're nameless at the moment. We only have one microphone, so there'll be a lot of passing around.
Hello.
But hey, we're working with what we got. Dreams aren't made real by waiting. You know what? And you know what? The Office didn't have the first best episode.
Oh yeah.
That's true. Yeah. All right. So let's introduce ourselves. You know, I'm Preston, as we've introduced. But I'm a little bit of a YouTuber, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. I'm coming for that number one spot, PewDiePie. All right, now.
I'm Brandon, everyone. You probably seen me before on Preston's first vlog and many other vlogs before, so I'm really proud to be a part of this first podcast too. So ready to go.
Yeah, you know, it's just something new. We're doing it. Why? 'Cause why not? I'm bored. I sit at home. I just want to do something. And you're here?
We're here.
Yeah, you're here.
I'm here doing whatever Preston asked me to do. So
Not everything. Now let's just talk about some things. All right, let's just talk about podcasts in general. Do you watch a lot of podcasts?
I do watch some podcasts. So I don't know. Should I just list them off?
I mean, I get if you want.
Yeah. So my favorite podcast as of right now is actually the Off the Pill podcast by Ryan Higa. And then I also watch Jeff Wittick's and also David Dobrik's. What about you, Preston?
Yeah, as you see, we have a little bit of a common ground right there. I like Jeff Wittick's Scottcast, but now it's renamed Nothing Matters. I also like to listen to David Dobrik's Views, just 'cause I don't know, that group. I like them. It is something else. Now, when you listen to the podcast, do you watch the podcast or do you listen to it?
So typically when I watch podcasts, I'm usually I just most of the time I actually just listen to them. Like when I'm working out or when I'm driving, I'll just put them on. I don't know. It's just nice to hear what everybody has to say. So what about you? Do you tend to watch them? I don't know. I guess it gets kind of boring sometimes if they're like just sitting down, just passing the microphone. But I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. I'm playing.
Yeah, those other guys, they just pass the microphone around. They can't afford other ones. They only have one. Unlike us here, we have one, but that's okay. In your hand. But yeah, no, I personally, I don't know. It's weird. I like watching them talk more than like actually just listening to them without, cause yeah, it's like I could see them and I see what they're doing and with their gestures and their motives and stuff. But if I really have to, I'll just listen to them if I have like nothing else to do. But I prefer to like watch. Now, my computer turned off. But tell me, first, actually, hold on. Before I get to that, my birthday's coming up, as you know. What do you think of birthdays? Like just like in general, like do you enjoy going to them, doing them, like just interacting there?
I typically like a lot of birthdays. For me personally, I don't really celebrate my birthday as often anymore as I would like to or as I used to. It's just hard to get everybody to come together, especially with friends, especially during college time now too. Everybody's on vacation. But yeah, I typically like to go to birthday parties too, just meet up with a lot of my other friends, And happy early birthday to you.
Thank you. No, I have this. I'm gonna be honest. I have like this weird thing with like birthdays. No, I like birthdays, but when it's mine, I have a hard time of like knowing who to like ask to like, hey, it's my birthday, come over, hang out, do stuff. 'Cause that's just, I don't know. I feel weird being like, hey, it's my birthday, so you should want to be. So yeah, you have to come. Yeah, I don't know. I also have like this thing where like there's certain people who like I like, but like I know that they don't interact well with certain other people. So like, it's
the little clash and like tension. I have a question though for you. do you find it awkward, like when you're sitting down? I don't know, like when you're a kid, and even now, when you're sitting down, and then the people are singing "Happy Birthday" to you. Do you feel awkward in that like few seconds that they're singing "Happy Birthday"?
Honestly, no, I don't. I don't feel awkward at all. Yeah, I like it. I'm like, yeah, it's my birthday. Sing for me. That's right. I just own it. What about you? Do you hate it?
Yeah, I kind of hate it. I don't know. I just sit there. I think I just get really awkward in those moments too. I'm just like, oh, thank you, you know. Um, I don't know. Not everyone's like you, okay, Preston? Not everyone can hold up the camera and just be like, you know what? Let's go.
Speaking of which, guys, if you don't know this already, which this is the first episode. I'm assuming that everyone who's listening / viewing this knows about this, but I have a YouTube channel and it's called P Dog Pims, and honestly, I love that name, P Dog Pims. I don't know. It's just I just love it.
It's catchy. It's really catchy.
Um, so this podcast will probably be on my channel if that's how you're watching it. If you're listening, then it'll be on all the other listening platforms. Does Spotify have podcasts? Okay, because I don't use Spotify. I use Google Play.
You use Google Play.
I use Google Play
Why do you use Google Play? No.
because I don't use Apple.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. Now, moving on. Let's talk about like some podcast names, like, because right now we're nameless right now.
Would you want it to be your name?
No, I feel like that's like tacky. Like, hey guys, welcome to Preston's podcast. I don't want that. I want it to be like something where it's not me, but like the name, like the title of it would be like, it's cool, that's interesting. Wow, that's that person. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. Just for Ryan Higa's podcast, he named it Off the Pill. So that was the sort of thing that he used to do by himself.
Take pills.
No, he was so has ADHD. So sometimes back when he was first starting, he wouldn't take his medication pill for his ADHD, and then he would just kind of just talk to the camera. That's why he calls it Off the Pill podcast. I don't know. So make it something that's like relating to you, I guess. You know.
All right, what's relating to me? Let's brainstorm. All right, videos, magic. I haven't done magic in a while, actually.
Speaking of which, everyone is asking, guys, are you ever bringing back magic or cardistry back to your channel? Or is that just something that you've grown out of and you just want to move on from that? Because I know you went from cardistry to magic to like, let's do vlogs, you know? And then now we're here at podcast. So would you ever bring back cardistry or magic?
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not full on cardistry or magic, like pure like edited videos. I might do one in the future or something, because I never know. But I think that's just something that was like cool for me to like learn, so that way.
Legendary.
Okay, it was legendary, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to say no, I'll never do it again, but there's a I won't do it a lot. That's for sure.
Well, people were asking. I just wanted to ask that question.
Right, yeah, that was a good question. Are you interested in like that kind of stuff, magic and cardistry and all that?
I mean, if you want to put the time into it again, then yeah, definitely. I mean, I watched all your cardistry videos and magic videos. That was so cool to me back in, what was it, 8th grade? 9th grade?
Yeah, it was. We were like young.
Do it again. I'm just kidding.
Okay. So, yeah, I did transition from magic videos to like making vlogs, and honestly, I think those vlogs, I think it was mostly because of David Dobrik. Honestly, he just they were entertaining to me, and I really wanted to do those, but I didn't want to like copy him. So when I like watch my videos and I would see his, I would be like, wow, those are really good. And then I'd watch myself and I'd be like, this isn't as good as that. But that's not, as like doing it more, I started thinking that's not the mindset I should have. I should be like, this is my own thing. I'm my own person. If it's shitty, it's shitty. If it's good, it's good. Whatever I enjoy is whatever I enjoy.
I definitely enjoyed your vlogs a lot, especially like those cinematic moments. Like a lot of our friends really noticed that you made those cinematic moments yourself, obviously, and I thought they were really good and they fit really well with your vlogs and they made it your vlog, you know. So it wasn't. I wouldn't necessarily like or what you just said right now is like if it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad, you know. But I definitely thought it was an amazing time span of your vlogs. So
Yeah, thank you.
yeah.
I love you. No. Okay. So also just thinking about actually hold on, I'm gonna move on to like this other question that I had. So we're friends with a lot of people.
Yeah.
And you know, these people they like to go to concerts and whatnot.
I think I know where you're going with this.
Okay. So my question is, what do you think of people who record a concert and put the whole thing on their social media, like Instagram story, Snapchat story, whatever?
Oh, man. If you ever do that, I mean, that's up to you. You know, that's your social media platform. But for me personally, oh man, that's the most annoying thing in the world, especially on like Snapchat or Instagram. Um, I don't know. For me personally, I used to be like one to like clear out all my stories. Were you ever like,
Like, what do you mean, like clear out your stories?
yeah, just like clear out your stories. So it's just like view every story. So like on the top row, it's just like clean. It's just like there's nothing there. It says you viewed all the stories. Have you done that before?
Yeah, no, I'm definitely not like that.
I guess I'm alone on this one. But for when there's concerts or like raves nowadays, like people will post like, you know, 20-minute snaps of it, and it's just like, oh my gosh, tap 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 tap. Sometimes I'll just even skip the entire story. What about you?
Yeah, no, if I get a hint of like this person posted the whole concert, I'll just stop. Like after two or three, after the third one for sure. If there's a fourth one and that could be the last one, I'm like, I'm done. I'm out. You lost this viewer for your social life. Yeah. But yeah, don't post the whole concert on your like social media and whatnot. We don't want to see that. Nobody does. It's a waste of my time, really. And pretty
You know what? And when people post the concert things too, it's like they're screaming into their phone too, or sometimes they'll sing along to it. And I'm just like, cringe, dude. Like, have you you've heard people sing to the songs too? I'm not the best singer myself, but I probably would never do that.
yeah, that is true. If you're not musically inclined, just you know, you're not hearing it because there's a loud commotion at the concert. You can't hear yourself. You're just posting whatever, but it's embarrassing. I'm gonna just be honest. It's embarrassing. Uh, yeah. Wait. Okay. Let's actually. What are some like music artists that you're like really interested in right now? Yeah.
For me personally, I'm really into like 88 Rising right now. So like Joji, Rich Brian, and like Nicki right now. I love a lot of their songs. Have you heard of 88 Rising before?
I mean,
Midsummer Madness.
Midsummer Madness. No, I've probably listened to it once, but like, I know of the people you're talking about,
Yeah.
but I just don't know. I'm not a follower of their stuff really.
Are you still into Russ?
I mean, yeah, I haven't listened to his songs in a while since like high school, but
Is he dropping more stuff?
I don't know. I haven't followed him. Even like back then, I never really followed him. I'd just be like, oh, he put a new song. All right, that's cool. Let me listen to it. But yeah, that's.
What songs do you listen to then? Like, or what artists do you keep up with?
I'm a hardcore Lil Pump fan. No, no, I don't have anything against Lil Pump, but honestly, I like all music really. Like, I'll listen to anything. I'm not like against stuff except for like that heavy metal stuff. No, I don't like that.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I thought you didn't like that. I know a guy who likes that stuff. Yeah, and he's an interesting guy.
What about country music. Do you like country music?
I don't have anything like I can listen to country music, but just not too much.
Yeah.
Like like I could listen to it for sure though. I don't have a problem with it.
Were so you would rank country music, that genre, above like heavy metal?
Yeah, that's what I would do. What about you? Would you do the same?
I would switch it.
You'd switch it.
I would listen to heavy metal.
Why would you do that?
Am I weird for that?
I don't know. We're different. That's that could be a podcast. Is that podcast name taken? Different? That's probably taken. Who knows, guys? Maybe I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. That's that could be the name. Okay, we're back from like some technical difficulties. My dogs were just starting to make too much noise, and it's almost as if they living creatures and they had to use the bathroom or something. Honestly, that pisses me off.
Disrespect, huh?
Yeah, it's like
We're trying to do something here, and like they're interrupting.
we're trying to like entertain the public and like social people. That's not the right phrase, but who cares? I'm different.
I'm different.
No, that.
Started off.
What? I'm different. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm different. That's my name.
Yeah, I'm different.
Yeah, no, I don't know. That, yeah, I don't know about that. But let's talk about like procrastinating. Yeah, procrastination.
Are you the best at procrastinating?
I mean, yeah, I don't want to be though. Like, I know we've talked about like my YouTube channel and stuff so far for like most of this, but talking about that, like when it comes to like making videos and stuff, I procrastinate like crazy. Like when, for example, if I have a video, like I tried in high school to post like once every week, and that turned into once every 2 weeks. And that it wasn't because like I was lazy. It was because I was lazy, but I don't know. I just wanted like I kept thinking in my head, oh, I could do this week. It'll be done. It's that easy. And then when I go to actually edit, it takes a while, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take a break. And then I'm like, all right, so tomorrow I'm gonna post. And then I go play video games or something, and then I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm not gonna do this today. It'll be done next week. What about you for procrastination? How are you with that subject?
Me, man, I procrastinate a lot. I definitely do. I'm trying my hardest now to like set deadlines for myself, right? That are like before the deadline, I guess you can say. I don't know. That's been helping me a lot. I remember in senior year, especially. He's leaning back now. Senior year, like especially, like it was so hard for me to like get stuff done on time. I would do it the night before and then struggle to do it. So sometimes I'll just be like, we'll put it off, you know. I do know this guy is a procrastinator, though. Can I tell him a story really quick? Yeah. So last year, I had asked my best friend to homecoming, and he recorded everything. And then he said, if you give me a USB, I'll give you the footage. I gave him the USB. I never got the footage. Until this day, I haven't gotten the footage yet.
Man, I don't remember those circumstances. I think you remember things incorrectly. But that does sound like me actually. Yeah, like honestly, even yeah, I can't. I believe that I did that. I don't remember it, but I believe it. Yeah, I mean, speaking of like homecoming in high school, you're a little bit of a guy, huh? You're ASB president, huh? Yeah. Homecoming king, huh?
We're gonna cut it here, guys.
What was that experience like? Like, honestly, like, did you feel any different? Like, do you think high school was more enjoyable or like memorable because of that, or what? Did you think ever in high school that was gonna happen?
I never thought for one point like if you ask if you ask me in like 7th grade or 8th grade if I was gonna be ASB president or homecoming king my senior year, I would have said no, by far no. Um, but I definitely think that being those things made high school very memorable for me. But I think the most memorable things were like hanging out with you guys the most. And without you guys, those things wouldn't have happened, guaranteed. And have over here voted most friendliest out of our class. Can you say something about that? Why were you voted that? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I don't know. It's my beautiful charm, I guess. It's just who I am. Um, no, I honestly, I don't know. I don't know. I remember thinking like, oh, that would be cool if I got friendliest, and then I was like when people were, I don't know. I feel almost as if like I forced it. But I didn't. At the same time, like when people would like be like, oh, I don't know who to vote for friendliest, I'd be like, you got me, you know. And that was my smooth way of being like, hey, I could be friendliest. Yeah, you got me, you know. You know.
It worked and it's true. It worked and it's true.
It's true. Okay, now moving on from high school as progression, you know, we're now in college. We're college students now.
We are college students. Where are you going to college right now?
I don't know if we should say names, or can we? We can say names. It doesn't matter. It's college. Yeah. No, fuck Ohlone College. My voice kind of cracked right there. Nah, dude, I'm gonna leave it in. I don't care. You know, this is who I am. Why would I try to hide from you guys? It's my beautiful, charming personality. 'Cause I'm the best.
You are the best. Nah, I believe you're the best.
No, I think you're the best. We're all the best, but more me than everyone. No, yeah, I go to Ohlone Community College. Now that's below what you go to, huh?
I don't think there's any rankings, to be honest, of where people go. If you're getting a higher education, then I applaud you for that. And if you're working outside of high school, I applaud you for that too, you know? I'm currently going to St. Mary's here in California, so it's been really fun.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there is no like. Honestly, I don't see a difference really in like colleges except like the names, you know. But it has been kind of nice to go to Ohlone just 'cause it's like cheap and easy, and
It's close to home.
yeah, that too. I honestly, well, how was your first year? How was your first year for?
For my first year, in the beginning of the year, I can definitely let you guys know that it was pretty sad. I was just like, ah, man, you know, you go from high school, from your senior year where you did everything with your friends, and then all of a sudden everybody leaves, you know? We're all separated. So in the beginning of the year, it was definitely hard for me to make a lot of friends. But overall, I definitely think that my first year of college went really well. And I can't wait for the rest of the years to come. What about you?
I'm gonna be honest. I I did I zoned out for a second. Bad podcaster. But recap real quick. Tell me what you said real quick. Just a tiny recap.
This is an amazing host. I love him. No, I just said pretty much that in the beginning of the year, it was nice. It was nice knowing that I've had a lot of memories from my senior year, you know, with you guys. So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it was like well, for me it's not so different cuz like a lot of people from our high school went to go to where I go. But yeah, there are some
No problem there.
yeah, there are some that like just there we go really far, and like I miss those guys and like people, but yeah, honestly, let's give some advice to like the new people graduating and moving into college and stuff. Let's talk about friendships and like relationships real quick, cause I feel like personally for me there's like this tiny moment where like in college I was like, all right. So I'm friends with these people, but I don't see them anymore. So like it doesn't feel like you're still friends with them just because you don't see them every day. But in their mind, they're thinking the same thing. They're like, man, I miss this person. I wish I could hang out with them. And it's like you start contemplating whether or not you're still cool with them. Like if you come back from like college or whatever, and and they're in town, and you just want to hang out with people, just message them, you know. Just be like, hey, I'm in town. Are you in town? We could hang out and stuff. And if they say no, don't take it personally, guys. Everyone has their own lives, really. People are busy all the time. That's why like, just people are, you know, you guys know.
Do you guys know?
I think they know now. But yeah, did you like feel anyway like I don't see these guys that much, so I don't feel like I'm necessarily as close as I was with them, even though you're still close with them, but they're just somewhere else.
Yeah. So St. Mary's is pretty close to where we live right now. So I was able to come back almost every weekend, but I would only see like a handful of my friends. I rarely got to see you a lot. Thankfully, I'm getting to see him a lot more this summer. But yeah, it was definitely hard, like scheduling things and being like, "Are you here this weekend?" And if they would always say like, "No, I'm not," then man, just hopefully next weekend or hopefully during break or something like that. That was hard. I have a question for you.
Okay.
What advice would you give somebody for like relationship advice going into your first year? And like, are you opposed to having a relationship your first year, or are you not?
Oh man, this is a relationship question. Man, I don't know. I'm not as experienced in that department. I no, like what do you mean? Like keeping that like going finding someone their first year, or like staying?
Yeah, finding some. Actually, let's do two questions right now. What do you think about like people going to college when they're still in like a relationship? Do you think that's good for them or bad for them? I know all scenarios are different, but like general idea. What do you think? Is it good?
Like, okay, I think I don't know. Like it's too broad because there's like, oh, do they go to the same college, or they do all of these different things, but just purely off of like if it's good or bad, I could see it as being good. Like someone could like help you and support you if you're like going through the same stuff basically. But it can get complicated through like other like, you know, stuff going on in people's lives and like whatnot.
I don't know. I definitely agree that it can definitely provide a good support system for that person, for them to, um, you know, something that I've noticed too during my first year is that people shouldn't get relationships their first year, when you get tied down too fast, you're not able to meet a lot of other people, and because of that, some people that I've met, like I don't even talk to anymore because they're so like tied down, and and then there's nothing wrong with that. So I don't know, relationships. That's something that I'm not very known for either. So why are we talking about this?
That could be the name of our podcast, relationships question mark. Yeah, I think it's very different to like go into college already with a relationship. But I don't if it's your first year, don't go searching.
Yeah.
Like don't be wanting it.
Enjoy your first year,
Yeah. If like don't be don't That's right, guys. Don't be in relationships. Never get married. Never have kids. That's what we're all about here on relationships question mark.
Should we just call it now?
But yeah, I think don't let even if that person this is gonna sound like kind of backwards, but if you're in a relationship with someone, don't let that person like hold you back.
Oh, for surely. Yeah. If you're in a relationship and the person, your significant other, is holding you back, then it's not a relationship anymore. It's just like you're getting held in this jail cell. It's just like, dude, you gotta expand to new horizons, pretty much.
And most important thing for all you young kids out there going into college, don't go to a college because your girlfriend or boyfriend's going to that college. That's that's just dumb. You're basically paying so much money just to be around that person. And I'm gonna let you know that person's not worth that much money.
Yeah, do it for yourself. You know that's number first and foremost is do it for yourself. If you're not doing it for yourself, then you're probably doing something wrong right now.
Okay, now we're still young. We're still young. We're still trying to figure out who we are in this world. Guys, if you're not watching, I just like turned the mic to him and I kept talking. But okay. Now, if we're what do you okay. This is a good and solid question. We're going to get into like the details, and this is the juicy stuff. This is what everyone's been waiting to listen to. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
What are you good at?
What am I good at? Oh man, that's an amazing question. That's an amazing.
Is it?
I don't know. What are you good at?
I love this question. I don't know. I think I'd like to think of myself as like a good converser.
Converser.
Yeah, is that the word?
Converse. Yeah,
Yeah, conversationist.
that's a word, right?
Yeah. I don't know, guys. We don't know much about the world, so we don't know every word. That's why I'm taking an English class. That's why we're in college right now.
Go get your dictionary, dude.
Okay, actually, yeah, no, that's actually made me mad. Okay, I'm gonna lay back for this one. My English professor, I don't know why she wanted me to do this, but she wants us to get a dictionary, and I was like, okay, she must have a reason to get a dictionary. Now, when if your professor asks you, hey, you need a dictionary, what do you think?
I think like why we have our laptops and our phones, you know, for Google and stuff. I know, don't trust everything on Google, but you know, if we're looking up a word, trust it, you know.
Yeah, like what is she preparing us for besides to go into bookstores that are going to get closed down in like a year? But yeah, I had to get this dictionary.
So sad.
Yeah, no,
true,
it's made me mad.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I had to get a dictionary, and what else are you going to use the dictionary for? To define things, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And I bring it to class, and we have to define a bunch of words.
What kind of words?
I don't remember them, but we have a vocab test coming up, so I should remember them. Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna wing it. I'm good at that stuff.
All right.
Yeah, but seriously, like, why? I don't know. There's the main idea of the reason why I'm talking about like dictionaries and why my professor made me get this is why I feel like some professors just don't know how to teach this new like technology age, even though it's been around for like 10 like solid 10 years of like it being solid. Why do we need dictionaries? Like, why do we need a hard copy of a dictionary?
I think it's just another book too, wasting paper.
Yeah, guys. Global warming is a real thing, people. We need to protect the Earth before the Earth doesn't protect us.
Good talk.
That could be the podcast name, Protect the Earth.
So we went from relationship advice to environmental advice now.
Yeah. We're just here to, like, make everyone feel better and help everyone.
As Preston said to me once, it's your world. We're all just living in it.
Dude, I did say that. I totally forgot about that. I like that. I like saying it's your world. We're all just living in it. It's my favorite thing to say sarcastically, too.
Yeah, it's the best. Like I love saying that when people are like complaining and stuff. Like, what should we do? What should we do? You know, it's just like that's what I.
And then what do you say?
It's your world.
We're all just living in it. Yeah, that's my go-to line now.
It's the best.
Yeah.
It's a great sarcastic remark. Yeah.
I think that's what I'm good at. I'm good at being sarcastic.
Yeah. I think that's what makes us friends, though. You know, that's just another thing that adds to it because I like sarcastic people, you know, and you're a sarcastic person.
You really think I'm a sarcastic person?
Yeah.
I'm not that sarcastic though.
I love this guy, man.
Okay. Now let's talk about. Oh yeah, so we talked about relationships. We talked about saving the earth. We still don't have a full title for our podcast, but we're let's talk about how we did talk about the relationships and like over like how don't let them like bring you down, right? Same thing. It's kind of it's same thing like with friends. Like don't if
The show Friends.
I've never heard of it. Okay. Now, yeah, no, to like if you want to do something or like if there's like something that you want to buy or you're just interested in something and your friends are like maybe they're joking, maybe they're not, but if they're being like, "No, don't do that. What are you, stupid?" And don't let them hold you back from your dreams.
Yeah.
If you really want that pink sweater,
Prove him wrong, man.
I don't know about all that. Yeah. But yeah, don't let them hold you back. If you want to do something, just do it, you know. If it's for your future, just do it.
Brought up a pink sweater.
Yeah, pink sweater. No, not for any particular reason, but I do have a pink sweater.
So he has a pink sweater, so I was like, did somebody tell you not to get it?
Yeah, some guy was like, "Hey, don't buy that," and then I was like, "All right, no, I'm gonna prove you wrong," and now I have a pink sweater.
He wore it in Creators.
Yeah, I don't think most people know who Creators are. All right, Creators was a dance group in like dance club in high school.
He was a really good dancer.
Yeah, it's funny. I don't think of myself as like a good dancer. Like, I don't know. I don't think of that at all. Do you yeah? Do you think of yourself as that?
Do I think of myself as a good dancer?
Yeah.
Dude, no. No.
Why?
If you check like all his videos of like the vlogs and stuff like that, if you go past like Spear Week and like I don't know, hats. Did you post hats one? Yeah, if you look at that, find me and then you'll start laughing. It'll give you a good laugh. But if you look at Preston, you guys will clap a lot because he's really good.
Thank you. I didn't know that about myself. Actually, I did. I just like to have people hear it. I have like people say it, not hear it.
Don't admit that.
Yeah. No, but being serious, like I don't like I think I'm okay. I don't think I'm like, you know, great or anything. But why did we start talking about creators? Why did we start talking about this?
Pink sweater.
My pink sweater. Oh yeah, right, my pink sweater.
Anyway.
I love that sweater. It's my favorite.
He did this thing too. I remember this. I don't know if he still does it, but he like wore it like one arm out, and then like he lifted up this portion of the sweater. I don't know. What style would you call that?
You want me to talk about that? Okay. So basically, I don't know, guys. I thought I was being cool. I still think I'm being cool when I do it. I halfway wear the sweater, all right? And I know it sounds crazy and like weird and abnormal, but it's what I do. So I don't do it every time. But what I do is I put it in one sleeve, like maybe my left hand, just one sleeve on, and then my right sleeve, I have that wrapped around like my neck, and I always have my hood on or like my hood off, so it'll fit in my hood. So what I do, and then I have on the right side, I have it where it's sleeveless, where I don't have my arm in the sleeve. I have it up on my shoulder, like the actual sweater, like up on my shoulder. So it's going diagonal across my body, and I don't know. It was cool. I was trying to make it a trend. It didn't become a trend, sadly, but it lives in my heart.
Who knows? It might someday.
You're right. It might someday. Who knows? Or someone will create some sort of clothing that does that,
Yeah.
and then it won't need to be anything anymore. Speaking of clothing, this is from a long time ago. Like, but you remember when people were freaking out about male rompers?
Yeah.
Wait, what's?
Where are you going
I'm
I'm scared. He's gonna show me a picture of him in a male romper.
no, I don't have one, but Do you think? No, honestly, I feel like
I
it's just shorts and a shirt, really.
I haven't seen a male romper. Is it the same exact thing as a female one, or I'm not saying any gender things, you know?
Oh my god, no. No, yeah, it's basically.
Is it the same as the feminine one? That's better.
I don't know, dude. I don't know women's clothes.
Well,
Nah, it's okay. It's basically just shorts and a shirt, but they're attached. So like, think of it like pajamas,
yeah.
a onesie, really.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
You think they're cool? I mean, I don't think I would ever be able to rock one of those.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to be a certain like physique,
Yeah.
but I want to talk about people freaking out about it. Really,
Do you freak out about it?
no, I didn't care. It's just clothing. I think what messed it up was that it was called a male romper.
Yeah. I think if they called it something else.
Yeah.
I mean, even if they just called it a romper, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Shorts and a shirt.
Shorts and shirt.
Yeah. Attached. Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
I like it when he does this. He does this. But he's still talking. I love that so much.
yeah, guys, as we said at the beginning, this is the first podcast, you know what? And there's a lot of flaws, but I also said this at the beginning. The Office didn't have the best first episode, and now it's a cultural phenomenon.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm not comparing myself to that because I don't want to be on that level. But guys, this is the first episode of the podcast.
He's all mad. Dude.
Yeah. So let's start brainstorming some name ideas because we're getting near the end of the podcast here. But I don't want to be like some sort of like, I don't want to have a typical podcast name,
Typical? Like, what do you mean by typical?
like just a typical podcast, like just average, like, oh, we're talking about stuff or whatever.
Like average, though.
Yeah, that's typical. We're average. We're a typical podcast. We're typical podcast, not we're a typical podcast.
Yeah.
Guys, we just came up with the name. You're listening to Typical Podcast.
Oh, we're going with that. Oh, that's what you meant.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Not like.
I thought we were going to call it the average podcast, but typical works too.
No, I don't. That's average is too average. We gotta be typical with. Yeah. All right, guys. Yeah, we're done. All right, that's the end of the podcast. Thank you guys for listening, and goodbye.